No, they come over here.
Oh, they did?
His dad come over. Yeah, the whole family was up there in Florida. And he just, I don't know, he didn't like it up in Florida, and he went back to New York. He left his family there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I can remember seeing my grandmother, but that's not at all. I was just a little bit.
No, I can't remember Grandpa Neenan. Of course I can remember Grandpa Neenan.
Yeah.
You was about like, Kyle.
When Grandpa Neenan...
Okay, how about brothers and sisters?
Okay. Mom's gonna... Well, here, Mom, tell what sister?
Cecil.
Cecil. And she's still alive, and she's 80...
She'll be 84 in
4.
August.
Now, Dad, he's got... Let's see. How many brothers you got? Well, I meant how many brothers did you have?
4.
4 brothers, and their names?
No, 3 brothers. Well,
3 brothers.
Yeah.
3 brothers and 2 sisters.
Yeah. Let's see. Who was...
Names?
You're the oldest.
Mary is the oldest.
Oh, Mary was the oldest.
Mary.
Well, I meant you're the oldest boy.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see, Mary. Let's see. How many years has she been going there?
Oh, what is she? She was probably...
I think it was in 72, wasn't it, that she died?
Was Mary?
She
Was
was-
it
she was only
Margaret? Which one? What funeral I went up to in Erie?
That was
Mary and Margaret.
Mary.
That was Mary.
Oh, that was when
Margaret.
you were in Hawaii then. What year did you go to Hawaii?
No. I was here in Mary. We went to...
You went to Lester's.
No, I went to Mary's funeral.
Huh?
I didn't go to Lester's funeral. I went to
Well,
Mary's.
Mary's funeral was up here,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
and
then
we was here.
Who did I call you in Hawaii?
Lester.
Lester,
Oh,
George.
okay. And then Uncle John.
Yeah, I was next,
Yeah.
after Mary, and then Margaret,
Uh-huh.
and
Then John would have been.
then John,
Then Walter.
and Walter,
Right.
and Lester. Walter's the only one
Yeah.
outside
Walter.
of me, but he's 10 years younger than me. His birthday is on the 4th of July.
He's 10 years younger than you are.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize that. I thought he was only about 4 or 5.
Well, 10 years.
Mark, now I'll tell you something that's interesting in my family. Grandpa Sherwood would be my grandfather. His father would be my great-grandfather, your great-great-grandfather. Came from England with a land grant. He was given land and got the grant over there in Pennsylvania. That's what the old place is, the last bit of it.
Okay,
That's the 88 acres I have over there.
where's the full,
He got hundreds of acres, but he sold an awful lot of it, see. And Alfred said, well, how could he do that? It was in the first part of the 18th century. I said, I suppose because his when he and his brother was in the war, they would come over here on the British side. And, or maybe his father, maybe their father was an officer or something in the army. There was an officer in there someplace, in New York City. And when he got back, I expect it was an agreement with the king. I don't know. No, I've never gone over and found out. He and his older brother fell in with somebody wanted.
Yeah, he was my uncle, and I helped my uncle.
Now, that was your dad's
Yeah, my dad's brother.
brother. And he had that on a riverboat.
On
I
the,
don't-
on the Hudson River.
On the Hudson River.
Uh-huh.
And he ran or had the riverboat, or he just worked
No,
on
we
it?
had the river.
He had a riverboat.
Mhm.
Oh, big time.
There's Neenan's up in Boston and around that place,
Mhm.
and it might be that
Which would
his-
probably be
would
pretty
his
close related to
grandfather.
us.
I
Yeah,
sort of imagine
probably.
what I imagine about his grandfather, he had enough money to come over here and stay, and I expect he was a glass worker, because most of them were, but anyway, he went back there, and I suppose he tried to get Alfred's grandmother to come, and she was standing there with these people, and they were quite well fixed, and she just didn't want to go, and she just stayed. So he probably divorced her, or he got married again, and maybe had another family. If anybody'd really look it up, they might have some relation.
Grandpa, my great-grandfather Neenan was where you graduated? And Dad, you went down to Sterling Run to school. Okay.
And down at Renova.
Oh, down at Renova too?
No, in high school.
Oh, I thought it was all there in a one room, or one, I thought all 12 grades in Sterling Run were in one.
They weren't in one room, they was in...
Well, I meant
high
the...
school.
No,
Well, I was in one room. I went.
Margaret,
What did you do for, how'd you start out through jobs, say?
oh, as a kid, I worked on the railroad. And I went in the Army,
For how many years?
3 years.
And you were over in Hawaii most of the time? 3 years. Okay. Then when you come back, that's when you were led astray by Mom?
Yeah.
Okay. And then...
Stray, I
Went to oil
think,
fields.
Huh?
I went to work in the oil field.
Went to work in the
You
oil
know,
field.
he-
And that's what you did then all the rest of your life?
Yeah.
From, let's see, you were up around Bradford to start with?
Yeah, worked in Bradford,
Then you...
went out in Ohio, worked out there about 15 years, went down in Kentucky,
Kentucky.
stayed there till retired.
Well, you went down to Kentucky when you were, what, 48?
Probably,
Right around, if I remember correctly. So you worked there till you retired, which would have been about 17 years
yeah.
down there. In other words, you made your fortune in oil. Is this,
I made a living in oil.
I made his fortune.
and you made the fortune in the stock market then? Hmm?
Real good, and they claim it's been recommended highly lately.
I'd buy Eastman Kodak.
Yeah,
Eastman Kodak.
Eastman did.
Well, that's always been a good stock.
What we buy and what you could buy is different, because what we buy is like when I first tried to buy, I looked at the stock and how much it might improve in the price book so I could turn it over. But now we buy for income, so we just go right down the line, and all the good stocks we find out about which is the best, which has the biggest dividend. That's the way we go.
Children, let's see, how old were you when Nessa was born?
29 years old.
When Nessa was born, that was your first? Okay, and then I was born
When I was 33.
33, and then Noreen,
When I was 40.
and then Sally?
When I was 43.
Okay.
You know the years on those?
Huh?
The years on those birthdays? Like what year was Nessa? What year were you?
Oh, what year was Nessa born?
30.
30, and I was born in 1934, so that would make Noreen at 1940,
41.
and...
Sally and 44.
You like
Okay.
that? You like that?
I'm 1 year younger than
Got the camera, kid.
Film one.
Can you wave them up?
I'm Kyle. I am Kyle.
I am Ned.
I'm
Who's your brother, Kyle?
Hazel.
I don't have a brother. I didn't have any. All I had was sisters.
You got me, honey.
Oh, boy.
I got two kiddos.
Thank God for that.
You go right.
I had three
Somebody
real
had to
mean
take it.
sisters.
they were.
Or instead, I wondered why his mom and dad were laughing when we went out the door after we got married. Hi, Karen. Hi.
I'm going to make Kyle bald. I've got him and he can't get loose. He never knows how to get loose.
You know,
Well, he'll never make it loose this time. Ta-da!
You're big and stronger.
You know, show your muscles to your mom.
Come on, your muscles.
Like this, Kyle. Kyle, which way is the beach?
Turn around to mom. Where's your mom?